All right, so I've already done the lessons I learned going from 0 to 10K a month, 10 to 20K a month, and now the third installment is $20K to $50,000 a month within my marketing agency. So a little bit of background before getting into all of it is hit 20K in January of 2024, then hit 84K in June of 2024. So in 6 months, over 4x the monthly income from that. And within 11 months, I scaled this business from 20K a month to $220,000 a month in 11 months. So let's dive into it. This next part, 20 to 50K a month. This will all be about ads, hiring out a team, plus building a brand. Let's get into it. I have my laptop right here that I wrote down all my notes. So if you see me looking over, that's why. All right, so the first step is ads. There's paid ads and there's organic growth. So in order to scale fast, that's paid ads. Paid ad growth is way faster because you can take way more sales calls, you can mess up more, but you need to build more trust with your audience versus organic growth. Over time, like organic growth can crush and people will just be coming into your funnel and you'll be able to sell them because they already know what you do and they've built the trust because they've followed you, they saw all your content, right? But paid ads can put you on the map very, very quickly. This is what I teach all my clients to do too. Very quickly, especially locally. So you need to start running ads or learn how to, or pay somebody to teach you everything so you don't need to make the unnecessary mistakes with wasting time and money, right? I hit 20K a month only relying on word of mouth referrals and having everybody know exactly what I did. It wasn't until we started implementing paid ads locally that this blew up. You could do locally or nationwide, and I'll talk about the nationwide side a little bit later here. Paid ads just puts your face in front of your ideal fit clients every single day. So you're not hoping it goes viral. People are seeing you every single day. What I always tell people is the difference between paid ads and organic growth. With paid ads or with organic growth, here's your page, you're posting content, hoping it reaches the right person that they come back into your funnel, right? You're hoping it goes viral, or hopes it reaches somebody locally that could use your services, okay? With paid ads, instead of hoping your posts go viral, now you're paying for this traffic of everybody seeing your page every single day. So that's why you have to create good content, because when you create good content, now they want to stay. Or because you're building trust on your page because they find your content valuable, entertaining, and that they can get something from this, right? So to wrap up organic growth versus paid ads, you need both. That's why we create the content, because your content will build the brand, will nurture these people, because your content should do 90% of the selling for you. Especially with what I teach all my clients is the ad is just an awareness ad to bring people to your page. It's just to get people to know you. Hey, just follow our page. Follow our page for more content. And then after that, you're not selling them. So that's how we do it. And then your content does the selling for you. Your DMs do the selling for you. You mix both of them. Having both has been pretty successful. And this is what I teach my clients to do, and they've been crushing it too, because not many local businesses are doing it like this. All right, next. So if you're a local service business, target solely your local audience. If you can help people nationwide, you better make sure your ad creative is spot on, you're willing to spend money on ads, and your Instagram page is built up to support your business with testimonials, client success, branding that sets you apart, and you have systems in place and a team to support the influx of followers, both good and bad followers. Why do I say this? Because with ads, you may want to just immediately run them nationwide, especially if you have an offer nationwide. What I've seen is when you run an ad nationwide, you have to have a ton of trust built up on your page with client testimonials, before and afters, and have everybody talk about you rather than you talk about you. You gotta have a little bit of both, right? But those testimonial side of things crushes. So when you target locally, especially for local businesses, it's so easy with paid ads because people aren't doing this yet on Instagram for a local plumber, landscaper, electrician. They're not. Auto detailer. All they're doing is still doing their quotes or their get quotes now, or here's a 10% discount code. Those look like those ads have been played out. Now, how do we stand out from everybody else and be an industry leader instead of a sheep? You run ads just saying, hey, this is what I do here I'm in Costa Rica right now. So, hey, here's what we do here in Costa Rica. This. Follow our page for more content. If I'm back in St. George, it's, hey, we live here in St. George. This is what we do. We help St. George homeowners do this. Follow our page for more content. That's all we're saying in this ad. And you're not trying to sell them. Another thing with your ad is this ad that you put out that you're going to be running, because this is how you scale, is your ad should specify your ideal client within the first 3 seconds. Your location plus your ideal fit client. Mine is as a service-based business here in St. George, or if you own a service-based business, yada yada. And I just did that right before too, without even thinking about it. This is how we run ads. Try it out. And then you have to realize that it's going to take time for ads. Don't be afraid to spend more on ads without seeing a return immediately. Remind yourself that people need to see you over and over and over and over again before interacting with your page. So spend more on ads. Don't just be fine spending $30 a day hoping for a 50x return on ad spend. That doesn't happen. If it's working, you spend more. Remove the emotions out of ads because it's all an equation. When I first started running ads a little bit over a year ago, I started running ads at $15 a day in St. George. I started getting a little bit of traction. Nobody was running ads really at that time. A little bit of traction, got a deal out of it. Over a week and a half, I got a deal. After I got one deal, I poured it into another deal. I poured a portion of it back into my ad spend to spend more. So I went from $15 a day to $30 a day. Boom, now I'm in front of twice as many people every single day in a local audience. Okay, close a few more deals, and you throw gas on the fire that's working. You throw gas on the fire, you keep the foot on the gas. So whatever avenue that's getting you these leads, throw money back into it. So throw money back into paid ads. If you're getting a good return on ad spend, throw it back into it. If you're getting a good return on ad spend with mailers or Facebook ads or whatever else, like, throw it back into it. All marketing works. If I just know this is crushing right now in the industry, that's why I'm teaching all my clients it, but all different types of marketing strategies work, okay? If you're trying to scale though, it's not word of mouth and referrals. I'll tell you that. You need ads. So then I went from $15 a day in ad spend a little bit over a year ago to 30, to 60, to 70, to 80, to 100, to 120, to 150, to 200, to 300, to 400, to 500, to 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,600, and now we're about to be spending $2,000 a day in ad spend. We're currently spending $1,600. Yeah, it's crazy. With spending more on ads, like more problems can come up. My account actually just got suspended on Instagram, and we're working with an Instagram like rep basically that can help. My account's already whitelisted, and now I have to get like another form of protection for it. So stay tuned. Like, it's crazy. Did I ever think a year ago we'd be having our account whitelisted and then DM banned for 7 days, DM banned for 30 days, and then now account suspended? Crazy, but it's the price you pay. So I say all that to be like, you have to take all the emotions out of ads. As long as your account's up on Instagram, take all the emotions out of it. If you're putting $1 into ads, how many dollars are you getting back out? That's really all it comes down to. How many dollars in, dollars out, and can you handle the business? If you can, you keep scaling. It's all an equation, and just don't forget to up your ad spend as long as you can handle more business. Also, it's going to take longer than you'd like. Most people quit once they see one hole in their system or one upset client. If things happen, if your ads get rejected or business goes, like, you get one upset client, like, don't shut down your whole business because of one upset client. Fix that issue with that one client and keep moving forward. A quote with this is, don't pop the remaining 3 tires of your car just because one tire got flat. Repair the flat and be on your way. Don't just freak out and shut down all the business, but just repair that one thing and get back to it. Hiring out a team. This is huge because you cannot do it all yourself. Be okay with relinquishing 100% control of your business. We want to hold on to it, and we want to hold on to it. It's our baby. We built this from the ground up, built this from zero, but over time, you can't do everything. You can't post the content and do the DMs and do every sales call and do the fulfill. You can't do everything within the business with more clients. At first you can, but when you have 100+ clients, you cannot. So you have to have everything have its place, okay? Over time, you have to employ people that have a good work ethic, that are a part of the mission and vision, and these people that you employ will be your biggest advocate and will do the job better and more efficient than you could with your time being divided as the business owner. Now, over the last year, I went from just me running around with a camera, shooting out all the content that we were doing and fulfilling, and I had editors at the time, so that was good. But went from all of that to now having 2 DM appointment setters in my DMs helping me out. I have a phone call DM setter right now who's helping, like we qualify in the Instagram DMs on like, is this a good fit? And then we hop on a phone call, explain it a little bit, drop the price and all that. And then that's the third, the phone call setter. And then a closer. So Samuel, business partner, he closes all the deals too. So the closer is where it's a whole game plan and all that, and like onboarding, okay? That's on the sales side of things. Now, August with client success, he's managing client success. He's been with me almost since the start. Like a month after I moved here, I moved to St. George, I broke my leg, I needed a videographer, and then he helped me with the video side of things. And now for the last year, he's been freaking crushing it, client success. And then again, now another person for client success as well. So we have 6 people on the fulfillment side of things, plus me, and got a guy for the finance side of things, making sure Amex and QuickBooks is all looked over and like we're good there. So, and now a full-time videographer as well. So full-time videographer to get all this content. I'm out in Costa Rica right now, so it's like we just have the camera up. Guys, you just have to be fine with not trying to keep onto everything, because if you try to hold on to everything, it just seems to slip away. If you try to hold on to your money so much, it just seems to slip away. You have to let go and let God.
What does the shirt say?
Oh, God is good. Usually that first hire is going to be a DM appointment setter if you're using Instagram as your funnel. So this DM setter will help you follow up with leads that you completely forgot about. Once they book in one lead that you thought was a goner, it will all make sense. And you're buying back your time here so you can focus on closing more deals in person and client fulfillment at this point. This will be around the 20 to 25K a month mark. And you have to start the process of getting a DM appointment setter around this point, because you can't do everything yourself. If you need help finding a solid person here in the US for it, just DM me on Instagram and I'll get you connected. We have a ton of connections for it. But this was, I'm glad I did this hire, because he messaged one person that I completely forgot about. I sat down with him and sold. I was like, easy as that. I was like, no way. And then it just like, it showed me that it worked and that it's possible, and I wanted to keep going for it. So always remember, like, you're going to need a DM appointment setter early on with this. The earlier you get it on, as long as they see that they can be making good money with this, with your offer, you would crush with this, okay? And if you're already at 20, 25K a month, you're already doing good. You just need to relinquish a little bit of control and buy back your time out of the DMs. All right, brand building. You need to start setting yourself apart from every other competitor in your space. Be unique, be authentic. You're making good money, 20, 25K, 15K a month. You have to have an ethical ego and prove your authority in your niche. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're making good money. But always remember, there's someone making $2 million a month that will not take your shit. So just make content for your ideal fit client and be yourself. You have nobody to impress at this point, so just keep the foot on the gas and don't get complacent. Don't get complacent. You're making more money than you ever have. Do not get complacent, and you have to keep the foot on the gas, because you're not making nothing right now. You haven't made it yet, even at 50K a month. 50K is some people's daily spend in ads. I personally spent 37 grand last month on ad spend, and going for 50K plus this month in ad spend. So we're spending that in ad spend. This is what it's all about though. You're making good money. You feel like you can talk a little bit of shit. You can a little bit, but like, I would kind of reserve it a little bit. Just kind of prove it, like, oh, I went in the last 6 months, I went from 0 to 20K. You can do all that. That's great. Just show the journey more than anything. Don't be flexing Rolexes at $20K, $20,000 a month. Like, don't be doing any of that. Like just chill, like keep the foot on the gas, like keep the head down, keep focused, and document the journey though. You document the journey, like, this is where I was, this is where I'm at. We're gonna keep the foot on the gas. I'm gonna care about client success more than everything. I did that. So around the brand building and the content side, whatever makes you, talk about this. You talk about your passions, your hobbies, your lifestyle, your faith, because people buy into this and will want to work with you because of this. Be a genuinely good human, show your authentic self on Instagram, and watch how many people resonate with that. So I do this all the time too. Almost every sale that we get, they relate it back to something that they saw in my content, my YouTube, my stories, just showing off, whether it's the faith, whether it's whatever, the working out side of things, or off-roading, whatever it is, people will resonate with it and will want to work with you for being you. So you have to share it, and like, that's how people connect with you. So don't be afraid to share off your family, your fitness, your finance, your faith, all this kind of stuff. Like, share what makes you you. Whatever your hobbies are, whatever you're passionate about, share this. It will all make sense once you start posting more and you have more people in your DM saying, hey, thanks for sharing this. I really needed this today. or that they sign up, they're like, hey, yeah, the only reason I signed up with you is because of this that you posted. Boom, there you go. This one's pretty fun. You're going to start to have an impact on the people around you in an epic way. They're gonna start to look up to you, especially when they say you're making how much a month? Inspire them to work hard and preach to them exactly what helped you and your mindset to get here so far. So I do this all the time too, especially with pulling up in the car, in the Lambo. Like, it's fun, but it just gives you that split second to instill some hope and inspire somebody in whatever way that you see best fit. If you're gonna talk about God, talk about God. If I'm wearing this shirt, hopping out of the Lambo, I'll say God is good, amen. You know, stuff like that. When they're asking, it's like, I'll say like, how did you get that? You gotta let go and let God. Like, God has this all planned out. Jesus has this all planned out. I'm just listening to him. Remember, this is just the beginning, so buckle up and up your ad spend. If you guys have any questions on any of this, going from 20K to 50K a month, you just need to run ads, you need to build a team, and you need to build your brand to set out from everybody else around you. If you have any questions with this, shoot me a DM on Instagram once my account's back up, which it should be if you're watching this. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you got some value out of this, and see you on the next one.